Hello and welcome back to Ace Attorney. I'm here with another episode and we're gonna continue, of course, with Turnabout Goodbyes Day 2 investigation. So last time I was pretty unsure what to do. I had no clues left and I think it's time to go back to the old man. Something's gotta be there. I know it, like something. Let's go to the public beach. And, of course, move to the boat rental shop. There we are. Let's see if there's anything we can present. We already presented the attorney's badge. I will just be trying things out and I'll see you once I've found a clue. Yep, I've seen this. Oh, really? You know something about this, sir? Keith? Yes? It's okay. You can call me Dad. Dad, you know something about this? Yep. The other night, out on the lake. Yes? Yes? I know all about that. I've seen it. What? Tell us what you saw. Well, I suppose. Since you're taking over the shop and all. What? What? Wait, let's go back and talk. What you saw? I forget the time, but it was pretty dark outside. Probably night, yep. It was after midnight, but okay. Then I heard this bang, so I looked outside. Then I heard another one, bang. Oh. A person fell into the water. A little while later, this boat comes back. Then a young man walked by my window here. He was muttering something to himself, yup. What did he say? Yup. I forgot. I remember tomorrow by court time, promise. We need to know earlier than that. You know what? Huh? Little Terry was just here. Terry? Yup, that kid next door. You always used to make him cry, remember? He was wearing this tattered old coat, got himself some whiskers growing out of his face. What? He must be talking about Detective Gumshoe. He comes up and tells me to come down to court tomorrow. Really? Somehow I don't think we're going to get much useful information from this guy. Uh-oh. Maya, maybe we should be leaving. I think you're right. Oh, wait, I had one more question. Huh? Polly! Have we forgotten something? Squawk! Don't forget DL6! Squawk! What? DL6? Huh? What did she just say, Nick? One more time, Polly. Don't forget DL6! Squawk! What? The DL6 incident? Hey, mister, I mean, Dad. This is getting weird. Who is this old guy? Why would that bird Polly know about DL6? We have to figure out who that old man is. Oh, what? He locked the door from the other side. Who could that old man be? I think I need to do a little more research on this DL6 incident. Maybe I should ask Detective Gumshoe. Oh, and now we can go back to the precinct. Is that what it's called? I think. Criminal Affairs Department. There we go. December 26th. Police Department. Criminal Affairs. Hey pal, long time no see. That's the whiskers growing out of his face? You don't look so happy. What's wrong this time? Actually, we wanted to ask you something. Yeah? Let's talk. The boat caretaker. You know that boat rental shop down at the Gold Lake? Oh, yeah. The old man who runs it is appearing as a witness in court tomorrow, right? Huh? How do you... That was supposed to be top secret. Do you know who that old man is, detective? Actually, I don't. He's a bit of an odd bird. I haven't been able to get a straight answer out of him. I decided first that he wasn't persuasive enough to stand and testify as a witness. That's why we called Miss Lotta Hart yesterday. As for who he is, we have absolutely no idea. Oh, sounds suspicious. The DL6 incident. Detective Gumshoe, please help us. Huh? We need to know about the DL6 incident. That was when Edgeworth's father died. I can't help but think that it has something to do with this current case. To tell the truth, I don't know much about the DL6 incident either. Mr. Edgeworth forbade us from reading the file, so I'm afraid I can't show them to you either, pal. What? However, if you can convince me somehow that the DL6 incident is related to this case, well, I guess I'd consider opening the file up. Convince him somehow. Let's present... Polly? What's that? A parrot? The old man at the boat rental shop's parrot. The parrot knew about that incident. That incident? DL6. What? Polly! Have we forgotten something? Squawk! Don't forget DL6! Squawk! Huh? I'm pretty sure that old man must have taught her that word. Yeah, but how would that old man know about the DL6 incident? Wait, what if that old man was connected to DL6? Nick, you think he might be? I get ya. Sounds like you need information on the DL6 incident. We have said that. But yeah. Through there is the station's records room. I'll give you special permission to go in and find what you need. Alright, way to go, Detective Gumshoe. Okay, Nick, to the records room. I guess it's time we faced Edgeworth's past. Wow. Let's move then to the records room. Wow, December 26th, Police Department Records Room. Wow! It's amazingly dusty. 10 years of files and 10 years of dust, I guess. Let's find the DL6 stuff quick. 15 years ago, both me and Edgeworth were 9 years old. We were almost through with 4th grade when he suddenly transferred. Because of DL6? Nick, I found out where the file is. Oh, thanks. Just let me know what you want to know about the DL6 incident. I'll go get the right file. Let's talk then. The case summary. Well, first I have to get a handle on the main facts, like a summary. Right. Summary. Found it. Here you go. December 28th, 2001. Ooh. That's exactly 15 years ago, from the day after tomorrow. So in 2 days, the case is closed. Oh my god, this is so intense. Oh my god. The incident took place in the elevator of the district courthouse. What? Is this the same district courthouse where we're holding the trial now? Looks like it. There was a large earthquake at 2 p.m. on that day. Part of the court building collapsed, and all of the lights went out. Uh-oh. Wow, there was some earthquake. Uh-oh, little Edgeworth. At the time, 3 people were trapped in the elevator. It took 5 hours for them to be rescued. 5 hours. That would be scary like that, in the dark. It would be really scary. 5 hours trapped in an elevator. In the dark. Oh my god. Oh, there was a lack of oxygen in the elevator and the survivors were unconscious. The survivors? One of the 3 in the elevator had been shot in the heart. That was Mr. Edgeworth's father, wasn't it? He said that his father was shot before his very eyes. So Miles Edgeworth was one of the other passengers in that elevator. Oh my god, that's dark. Victim data. Do you have data on the victim? Edgeworth's father? Yeah, hold on. Victim. Here, found it. Gregory Edgeworth, 35, defense attorney. If he were still alive, he'd be 50. He had lost that day's case in court and got in the elevator with his son, Myers. He lost the day in court. Myers? Myers Edgeworth, of course. So he was in the elevator with his father. From the angle of the bullet and other evidence, it could not have been a suicide. The murder weapon, a pistol, was found in the elevator. The pistol had been fired 2 times. Where have I heard that before? 2 times, like on the lake. Huh? It sounds just like this current case. What's going on here? Suspect data. Got any data on the suspect in there? That would be the guy that my mom got arrested. Hold on. This is it? The man arrested as a suspect in DL6 was Yanni Yogi? He was a clerk in the court apparently. So he must have been the 3rd person in the elevator. Well, then he had to have done it. But he was found innocent, thanks to his defense lawyer, Robert Hammond. Hammond? The victim in our case? Right. The suspect, Mr. Yogi, was oxygen deprived, so much so he had brain damage. He lost all memory of being in the elevator. After he was declared innocent, he disappeared. Where could Yogi have gone to, I wonder? He may be closer than we think. I guess I know generally what happened in DL6 now. I still don't know what sort of impact the whole thing had on Edgeworth. Nick? Are we going to take the whole file? There's too much, we'll never get it out. Yeah, you're right. How about we just take what we think we'll need? DL6 case file added to the court record. File on the DL6 incident. Right. That's probably all we'll be able to find here. Now all that's left is the trial tomorrow. I wonder how Dad will do testifying in court. To be continued, oh my god! Well, that wraps up today's episode. No, I'm just kidding. Oh my god, this is so... December 27th, 10 AM, District Court, Courtroom number 3. Uh-oh, we're back here. Oh no! Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Myers Edgeworth. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Very well. Apparently the prosecution is also ready. Who is the judge here anyways? Mr. von Karma, your opening statement. Very well, no opening statements, so... Oh my god. Not so fast, Judge. I was taking a meaningful pause before speaking. Right, of course. A prediction. Today's trial will end 3 minutes from now. Uh-oh. Order. Mr. von Karma, what is the meaning of your statement just now? Bah, must you question everything? It will be over in 3 minutes. We have no time to waste. I'll call my witness now. He was the one taking a break at the beginning, and now he's talking about having no time to waste. Sorry, I'm a bit sour at this guy. Right. I'll call my witness. My decisive witness to the stand. It's that mysterious bookshop owner. Oh my god, there he is. Witness, state your profession. Ew, I still find this so disgusting. I'm the proprietor of the restaurant, the Wet Noodle at Gold Lake. And I, also rent boats. Night of the incident, you were in the boat rental shop, correct? Yep, I was. Please testify. Wait a second. We still haven't heard who this old guy is. Raise an objection, of course. Objection! Wait a minute. The witness hasn't stated his name yet.
Because I did not ask him, Mr. Wright. Bah! I've predicted this trial will end in 3 minutes. Stop asking trivial questions and cooperate. Yeah, right. The witness will state his name.
Ah! I hate this. Well, I'm not really sure. Yep.
What do you mean?
My, memory.
Your Honor, the witness does not remember anything beyond the last several years. Ergo, he cannot recall his own name.
He can't recall his... What? Oh my god, I'm sorry.
He can't recall, you say? Yes, but that incident in question took place 3 days ago. He can testify. Very well. Let's hear his testimony then, shall we, witness? Witness testimony, the night of the murder.
It was the night of the 24th, just after midnight. Yep. I was in a restaurant where I, ran boats, as usual. Then I heard a bang. Yep. Then I looked out the window. I saw a boat just floating on the lake. Then I heard another bang. Just about then, the boat comes back to shore, and a man walks by my window.
Very well. I'd like to begin the cross-examination. Oh my god, stop it, my guy. No, stop! There's nothing to question in my witness's testimony. Ergo, no need for cross-examination. Besides, there are only 10 seconds left before our 3 minutes are up. You can't play this way. Judge, your verdict. Now.
Yes. Mr. Wright?
Cross-examine, of course.
What are you saying? Of course I'll cross-examine the witness.
Very well, you may begin.
Ah!
Excuse me, Mr. von Karma? 3 minutes just passed.
I see. Well then, let's just take our time. You may cross-examine the witness.
Oh my god. If he can't have what he wants, he has some explosive tendencies, apparently. Cross-examination, the night of the murder. Anyways, let's keep going.
It was the night of the 24th, just after midnight. Yep.
Hold it! Just after midnight, you say?
Yep, just around then.
Are you sure?
Pretty sure. Yep.
When I talked to you yesterday, you were rather vague about the time. I'm surprised you seem so sure about it today. I asked him and he remembered. Isn't that right?
You! Don't glare at me like that. I remembered it clearly. I did. Yep.
You see? Continue.
I was in a restaurant where I, ran boats. As usual. Hold it!
Is there anyone who can verify that?
Well, I guess Polly could.
That's not good enough for a court of law. Mr. Wright, exactly what's not good enough? Your Honor, this Polly is a parrot.
Parrot?
Don't be so hard on the girl, Keithy boy.
Keith?
Oh my god. Prosecution concedes that we cannot prove the witness was in the shop. Witness, please continue.
Then I heard a bang. Yep.
Hold it! And where did the bang seem to come from? And he's sleeping again.
From the lake, I figure.
Are you certain?
Yep.
Good. Continue.
When I looked out the window, I saw a boat just floating on a lake. Hold it!
Was there someone in the boat?
It was pretty far out there. I couldn't see clearly. But I figured there was 2 men out there. Yep.
He figures? But you couldn't see them clearly. What do you mean he figures? Is that just what he's been told?
Yep. At the time, that is.
At the time?
Then I heard another bang.
Hold it! So you heard 2 gunshots total?
Yep.
That's what Lotta said in her testimony yesterday.
Just about then, the boat comes back to shore, and a man walks by my window. Hold it! By your window? Yep, by my window. Right outside the window of my little shack. And could you see the man's face? Well, the fog was pretty darn thick, but he was right there in front of me. I saw him. This is a rather important detail. Please add it to your testimony. I have a bad feeling about this. The man was the defendant. He was saying, I can't believe he's dead. Hold it! Uh-oh. Are you sure? How can he hear that through the window? Uh-oh. Dad! That's certain, Keith. He said I can't believe he's dead as he was walking by too. Uh-oh, that's not good. Witness, are you sure the person you saw was Miles Edgeworth? It was him! That Edgeworth boy! Oh my god! Is he okay? This sounds like decisive evidence, indeed. I see no room for doubt. For karma. He lured me into cross-examining so he could set me up for a fall. Nick, I don't like the way things are going here. Everyone in the courtroom is glaring at us. I'd better act quick, or this trial is going to be over. Raise an objection. Uh-oh. Your Honor, we proved in yesterday's trial that it could not have been Edgeworth who fired that gun. Mr. Wright, are you referring to the fingerprints from Edgeworth's right hand found on the gun? And a photograph showing a man firing with his left hand? Exactly. He has a stud? Why does he have an earring? That doesn't fit him at all. Or maybe it does fit him exactly. I wonder, with like the very interesting accessorizing and stuff. That is easily explainable. He could have wiped his prints after he fired. You're ignoring the truth of the matter here. Everything in this witness's testimony is true. The judge is lost in thought. What should I do? Raise an objection! Your Honor, this witness claims that Edgeworth said I can't believe he's dead, but his words is all we have. If he were telling a lie. Mr. Wright, in a court of law, the evidence tells all. Apparently, you have yet to realize even this basic fact. If you say his testimony is a lie, show us proof. Nick, do we have evidence? It's no good. There's nothing I can do. Are you sure? To be honest, I don't know what to do anymore. Please. Can you hear me, sis? Please. We need your help. Nick needs you. 3 minutes was perhaps too high an expectation. However, 15 minutes isn't bad. This must be a new record. Enough. The witness may leave the stand. Oh no, what do we do? This court sees no reason to further prolong the trial. Nor is there any need for more time to decide the case against the defendant. This case is extremely clear. I see no room for misinterpretation of the facts. What? No! This court finds the defendant, Mr. Miles Edgeworth. No! Guilty? The accused will surrender to the court immediately, to be held pending trial at a higher court within a month from today's date. Really? That is all. The court is adjourned. What? Wait! What? Who was that just now? Me! Huh? What? Oh no, my PC is dying again. No, not at such a crucial moment. I want to know who it is. Oh my god! Larry! It's Larry Butts! What are you doing here? Listen, you gotta listen to me. I was there in the park the night of the murder. I wasn't sure about it until just yesterday. But today I remembered it. Remembered what? The gunshot. I heard it too.
Order! What is the meaning of this? The verdict has been decided. I call for adjournment. One moment, Mr. von Karma. So you say you heard a gunshot? Yeah, I did. A gunshot that night. I was sitting here in the audience listening to the testimony. Then I realized something he said was different from what I remember. Anyhow, I can't just sit here and let you call Edgy a murderer. It's just not right. I'll testify. Let me testify. Order! Order! Well, this is the first time something has happened like this in my court. I'm not quite sure how to proceed. Judge, you've already given your decision. The trial is over.
Nick, this is it. Larry's given us one final chance at this.
She's right. If only it wasn't Larry. He could make things even worse.
Mr. Edgeworth was just declared guilty, Nick.
It doesn't get any worse. You're right. Okay. Your Honor, if there is another witness, it is our duty to hear him speak. Right here, right now. A waste of time. The verdict cannot be overturned. Allow me to speak my opinion. In all court proceedings, it is our duty to prevent an inaccurate verdict. In order to make sure no mistake has been made, every witness should be heard. What is this? I withdraw my previous verdict of guilty. Oh my god. Saved by the... I don't know how you say it. We were saved just in time. Mr. von Karma, I order you to call this new witness to testify. Now. What? The court will adjourn for a 5-minute recess. After that, we will hear this new witness. Oh my god. Court is adjourned. Oh my god. That was close. Oh my god, that was so close. December 27th, 10:28 a.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby number 2. Phew. That was too close. Sorry to keep you on the edge of your seat like that, Edgeworth. That's why he's called Edgeworth. No, just kidding. I've seen worse. Yeah, right, Edgeworth. You're sweating bullets. I just wonder what Larry plans to say in there.
Larry was at the lake that night?
Yes. He said he went looking for the steel samurai balloon that flew into the lake.
Oh, right. And he found the balloon and the air tank that night.
Yeah. Hey, Edgeworth. Huh? You say something, right? Yeah, a lot of things. You seem out of it. What's wrong? I wonder what's wrong. It's nothing.
Mr. Edgeworth, there's something I've been meaning to ask you.
What's that?
Why are your fingerprints on a murder weapon?
Oh. When he fell into the lake, I went into a daze. I couldn't understand what had happened. I couldn't think straight. Then I saw the pistol lying on the floor of the boat in front of me. I picked it up without thinking. I didn't have a reason, really.
I see.
Right. Yeah? This might be our chance.
Our chance?
Von Karma has only ever run perfect trials.
Perfect trials?
Perfectly prepared witnesses, perfectly complete evidence. That's the secret to his success. This is the first time he's ever had to deal with something unexpected. He has to let someone he hasn't even talked to testify before the court. And that someone is Larry.
What are you getting at?
It's likely his testimony will be full of holes, right?
That's right, Nick. No 10-minute trial this time. We'll milk this one for all it's worth.
Hey, it was 15 minutes. 15! Everything's on Larry now. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. December 27th, 10:35 a.m. District Court, courtroom number 3. There he is. Court is now back in session. Witness, please testify to the court about everything that you saw on the night of December 24th. Right, leave it to me.
Please, Larry, don't mess this one up.
I hate to admit it, but you're our last chance. Von Karma didn't even have time to prep his witness. I just hope Edgeworth is right about this being our big break. Witness testimony, the night of the murder. That night I was out in a boat on the lake. I was looking for something and I, found it. So I quietly slipped the boat back in at the rental shop dock. Then, just as I was thinking about going home, I heard this bang. I looked out over the lake, but I didn't see a boat. So after I heard that single gunshot, I went home. That's all. There was an unusually vague testimony, even for this court. In any case, Mr. Wright, you may begin your cross-examination. Yes, Your Honor. What's wrong, Nick? It's Larry. I have no idea what he's going to say if I press him. I'm a little scared. Well, we've come this far. There's no way to go but forward, Nick. Cross-examination, the night of the murder. That night I was out in a boat on the lake. Hold it! Something wrong, Mr. Wright? There were so many things wrong, I don't know where to begin. Well, okay, first of all, what time was it? Oh, it was after 11 when I went out in the boat. By the time everyone had gone home for the night. So I waited until the coast was clear, so to speak. And why were you out in a boat at such a late hour? I was looking for something and I, found it. Hold it! Looking for something? Yeah. Mr. Butts, what was it you were looking for? What the witness was searching for is irrelevant. Most likely he was hunting for this Gordy. That's surprisingly close to the truth, in a sense. It's all irrelevant. Let's get it over with. So I quietly slipped the boat back in at the rental shop dock. Around what time was that? Well, let's see. I figure I was out searching for about an hour. I guess it was around 12. Yeah. Excuse me? You're not sure? Hey, don't give me that face! I'm not some sort of human sundial, okay? Sundial? People use watches these days, Larry. Then just as I was thinking about going home, I heard this bang. Hold it! Where did the sound come from? Yeah, well, I wasn't too sure about that. I looked around, you know. Did you look at the lake? Yeah, I looked. I looked out over the lake, but I didn't see a boat. Wasn't there a boat on the lake? Order! Order! Well, Mr. Butts. Whoa! Everybody just calm down, okay? I mean, it was really foggy that night. I'm not sure whether there was a boat out there or not. Oh, okay, no problem. That's just the most important part of this case. So after I heard that single gunshot, I went home. Hold it! Oh no! So you only heard one bang, correct? Yeah. Huh. Well, Nick? It was pretty wishy-washy testimony, wasn't it? I guess I should just start working on the contradictions. Sorry. I wish I could be more helpful. I wish I could call my sister. Okay, what do we have? We have this enlarged photo of someone shooting a gun at 12:15. Shows an empty lake 11:50. That's probably what he saw, right? I heard two sounds like gunshots just after midnight. But that is just after midnight? And this is automatically at 11:50. So it wasn't just after midnight. I wonder. At 12:15. So we have a time frame of 25 minutes in between those two shots.
I was looking for something and I found it. Slipped boat at the rental shop dock. I heard this bang. I looked out over the lake, but I didn't see a boat. Should we present this empty photo? I don't know what to do. Let me think. But we want to find a contradiction, so maybe we shouldn't show that. We know we have two photos, taken 25 minutes apart, so Lotta's testimony is not true. Or not accurate, let's say that. She said she heard two sounds like gunshots just after midnight, unless there were 3 shots. Maybe there were 3 shots, and he heard the one at 11:50? No, but then we would have another photograph, right? So that wasn't it. I'm not sure what to do, honestly. I don't know. Should we present that photo? Or Lotta's testimony? So after I heard that single gunshot, I went home. Should we try this? I'm scared. I'm so scared. Wait a sec, Larry. What? You only heard 1 bang? You sure? That's what I said. But Miss Lotta Hart testified yesterday she heard 2 bangs. And the old man just now said the same thing. They both heard 2 gunshots that night. Huh? Were you even listening? Were you paying attention at all to what they said? Yo, Nick, please. Huh? You know something's been bothering me. I'm a witness, see? I'm like a customer here. So you got to treat me nice and stuff, okay? Oh my god, Larry. Mr. Butts. What? You only heard 1 gunshot. Are you sure? Well, to tell you the truth, I'm not sure. No, don't say that! Huh? Not sure? How could you not be sure? Yeah, well, I might have missed the other gunshot. I was listening to something else. Something else? My radio, dude. With my headphones. What? Order! Order! And stop that booing! Mr. Butts, you were listening to the radio with your headphones? Yeah, so what? That a crime? I listen to my radio. Everybody listens to the radio. What's the big deal? Mr. von Karma, your opinion? Waste of time. I do not accept this witness, nor his shoddy testimony. Well, Mr. Wright, should he continue the testimony? Continue, of course. Your Honor, please allow the witness to continue his testimony. Bah! Nothing is more pitiful than a lawyer who doesn't know when he's lost. Very well, Mr. Butts. Please give your testimony and be sure to include details like your radio. Right, leave it to me. I wouldn't if there were any other way out of this, believe me. Oh no. Witness testimony, what Larry heard. It's lonely being alone on Christmas Eve. That's why I was listening to an all-request show on the radio, see? I was listening to it real booming loud, like... But I'm sure I heard that gunshot. I remember exactly what the DJ was saying when I heard it too. You were listening to your radio at a high volume. Yeah, what's the big problem? Can't a man listen to his radio in peace? Isn't this a free country? Oh my god, Larry. I truly believe Larry has no idea what the problem here is. Judge, can you believe a word this witness says? What he heard was probably nothing more than a drumbeat from the radio. True enough, it is difficult to believe this testimony. Uh-oh. Objection? Wait, Your Honor. The witness said he remembers exactly what the DJ said when he heard the gunshot. Excuse me? DJ? An announcer, the guy who says things on the radio. Anyway, what this means is, when he heard that sound, no music was playing. The DJ only talks between songs, so he could have heard the gunshot from the lake. I'd like to cross-examine the witness, Your Honor.
Very well, Mr. Wright. I can't believe I'm continuing this charade. Cross-examination, what Larry heard. Okay. It's lonely being alone on Christmas Eve. Hold it! So you turned on the radio. Right. I just wanted to hear someone's voice, you know? You don't know what it's like out there, alone on Christmas Eve. Alone. I know, it's sad, isn't it? I shouldn't have said anything. That's why I was listening to an all-request show on the radio, see? Hold it! Do you by any chance remember the name of the program you were listening to? This has nothing to do with the case, Your Honor. Objection sustained. The witness was listening to the radio. That's all we need to know. Tell us, Mr. Butts, how loud was the radio set to that night? I was listening to it real booming loud, like... Hold it! Real booming loud? Yeah, you know. And you had headphones on. Yep. I wouldn't think you could hear anything going on outside at all. But I'm sure I heard that gunshot. Can you prove that? No, of course you can't. I can't prove it. But I remember that moment real clear. I mean, while I was talking about it, it came back real clear to me, you know? I remember exactly what the DJ was saying when I heard it too. Hold it! What did she say? Mr. Wright, please cease these pointless questions. What possible good could knowing what a radio DJ said to us? Indeed, Mr. von Karma has a point. I'll allow the question only if you see some reason why we should care. We should care. We should care, Your Honor. Of course we should. Because of the time. We can deduct what time the gunshot was fired by synchronizing it to when it was said, right? Because you can listen back online to radio programs. I don't know if that's it. That's what my thought was, at least. Well, how do you know if we don't ask, Fine, very well. Mr. Butts, please testify to the court. What was the radio announcer saying when you heard the gunshot? Just when she said, hey, it's almost Christmas, I heard the gunshot. Hey, it's almost Christmas. Hold it! Are you sure? Of course I am. She had this real sexy voice. Oh my god, Larry. Maybe von Karma was right. I'm not sure how this helped us at all. This is the most ludicrous testimony I've ever heard. But there's one gleaming ray of hope in there. I've got to press it until we get to the bottom of what happened. What is that gleaming ray of hope? That's why I was listening to an all-request show on the radio. To it real booming loud. But I'm sure I heard that gunshot. I remember exactly what the DJ was saying when I heard it too. Just when she said, hey, it's almost Christmas, I heard the gunshot. The question is, where do we present it? Because I'm thinking we present that empty lake photo, 1150. But I don't know where. I'm not sure what else to do. Should we present that? Let's present it. Okay, come on. Hey, it's almost Christmas. At 11:50. Right? It's almost Christmas, but just after midnight. Wait, let's present this. Larry, are you absolutely sure what you're saying is correct? Huh? What's with the face? You look scary, dude. Hey, if you're trying to scare me, you'd better know I don't scare that easy. Is something the matter, Mr. Wright? Your Honor, did you hear what the witness just said? The DJ said, hey, it's almost Christmas when he heard the gunshot. Indeed, and? Yes, oh my god! Almost Christmas means it wasn't Christmas. Do you realize what this means? When he heard the gunshot, it was still Christmas Eve. That would seem to be the case, yet. Yes. Oh my god, I'm so happy. We did it. Ah. Oh my god, I'm glad I didn't present the other thing. But it contradicts the two testimonies we have heard so far, Your Honor. Both Miss Hart and the old man said it was after midnight when they heard the shots. In other words, when they heard the gunshots, it was already Christmas. This is a clear contradiction, Your Honor. Order! Order! What does this mean? The two prior witnesses heard gunshots after midnight. However, this witness says he heard a gunshot before midnight. Judge, the answer is simple. The current witness is plainly mistaken. Just look at him. Suspicious. What do you mean just look at him? You can't judge people from the outside. What? Well, Mr. Wright? What do you think about Mr. Butts' claim he heard the gunshot before midnight? Larry is right. And you know what? You know why? Because we have the lake photo. Larry's not mistaken, Your Honor. He heard that gunshot before midnight. Huh. Intriguing. I'm assuming you have evidence for this wild claim. Show me evidence there was a gunshot before midnight. This at 11:50 p.m. Take that! Look at this photograph. This was taken by our witness yesterday, Miss Lotta Hart, with her automatic camera. The timestamp on the photo reads December 24th, 11:50 p.m. Oh? But there is nothing on the lake in this picture. Your Honor, the real issue here is not why nothing is shown in this photograph. It is why this photograph exists at all. What do you mean? Your Honor, this photograph was taken by an automatic camera. That camera was set to go off in response to loud noises. Aha! Correct! There was a loud noise on the lake at 11:50 p.m. That is why this photograph was taken. In other words, when Larry heard that gunshot, it was most definitely still Christmas Eve. Indeed, it would seem that that is the case. Then where does that leave us? Miss Hart testified that she heard the gunshots after midnight. Are you claiming she was mistaken? Not at all, Your Honor. It is a fact that the camera also triggered at 15 minutes after midnight. Your Honor, that night there was 2 sets of gunshots with 25 minutes pause between them. Exactly what I've been saying. Oh my god. Why would this be? Don't be fooled, Judge. The camera was set to respond to loud noises. Yes? There's no proof that the loud noise at 11:50 was a gunshot. Why, the witness could have sneezed, triggered the camera. No, that's not true because she changed the sensitivity of the camera. Hey, my nose was clear that night, man. Clear! Well, Mr. Wright, there's no turning back now. Can you prove that the loud noise at 11:50 was indeed a gunshot? Please show the court evidence if you have any. Okay? Oh my god, I almost presented the attorney's badge. Lotta's camera faces the lake. Because she changed the sensitivity, right? We have to present this. Mr. Wright, is that a smirk I see? Your Honor, sorry, I wasn't really sure about the evidence. Don't show us evidence you aren't confident in, Mr. Wright. What? I'll ask you again. Can you prove that the loud noise at 11:15 was indeed a gunshot? Please show the court evidence if you have any. What? At 12:15. Time of death, okay. Shows an empty lake. Overhead map. Fired 3 times. It was fired 3 times, so we need to present this, right? This is my evidence. The murder weapon? Something about this pistol was bothering me, Your Honor. Both the witness who testified yesterday heard 2 gunshots. However, the murder weapon was fired 3 times. Oh my god, so my assumption was correct. When, then, was the last shot fired? Only now have I realized the truth. The third shot was the shot Larry... Oh my god. The third shot was the shot Larry heard just before midnight. Order! Order! That would make sense of the evidence we've seen so far. However, this leaves me wondering exactly what did happen that night on the lake. Exactly. If this is true, there were 2 sets of gunshots separated by 25 minutes. One at 11:50, another at 15 minutes after midnight. Why, I ask you? Why?
Uh-oh, I'd better think of something quick. Wait a second. Gunshots separated by 25 minutes? Ah! What's wrong, Nick? I have it! I have it! Huh?
What does he have?
Remember the case with the steel samurai? Huh? Yeah, of course I remember. The murderer in this case had the same idea as the murderer in that case. What do you mean? Maya! Yes? If we don't figure this out now, we'll never overturn Edgeworth's guilty verdict. I've got a hunch and I'm going to run with it. Right. I mean, is this safe?
Safe? We've already gotten a guilty verdict. We have nothing to lose.
You just watch
and let me know if I say anything that sounds fishy, okay?
Right, Nick.
Your Honor. Yes, Mr. Wright? The testimony just now has cleared up this entire case.
What happened at the Steel Samurai? What?
What do you mean, Mr. Wright? So you finally realized the truth? There can be no other murderer than Miles Edgeworth himself. No. Wrong, Mr. Von Karma. A man was shot that night, but it wasn't Edgeworth who did the shooting. Listen, rookie. Take a deep breath and consider the facts. At the time of the murder, one boat was on that lake. This was shown by the witness's photograph. The defendant, Edgeworth, and the victim, Robert Hammond, were on that boat. There was a gunshot fired on that boat, and Robert Hammond fell into the lake. The distance of the shooting was 1 meter. It couldn't have been suicide. Well, the guilty party has to be the other man on the boat. I admit, it is hard to imagine any other possibility. Yes, but this assumes that the victim was shot at 15 minutes after midnight. What do you mean by that, Mr. Wright? We have photographic evidence of the time of the shooting. The timestamp on the photo says 12:15. But Larry heard a gunshot 25 minutes before that. Robert Hammond was killed then, 25 minutes before the shot on the lake. That's the only way that Edgeworth could be innocent. Mr. Wright, are you quite mad? Explain who the 2 men on the boat are.
The murderer and Hammond? Edgeworth and the murderer?
Edgeworth and Hammond. Well, Hammond was shot before, so it must have been Edgeworth and the murderer, right? Because Hammond, if we assume that Hammond has been shot 25 minutes before that photo was taken, then he can't stand on the boat. So Hammond is out. So it must be Edgeworth and the murderer, right? It must be. Oh no, I'm so scared. Of course, it was Edgeworth and the murderer. After the murderer killed Robert Hammond at 11:50, he assumed the guise of Mr. Hammond and met Edgeworth. What? Are you serious? Yes, Edgeworth won't tell us why he went to the lake that night. However, I have a hunch. That night, Robert Hammond called Edgeworth to the lake. Now, Edgeworth didn't know Robert Hammond's face that well. That's why he didn't suspect anything when the murderer took Robert Hammond's place. I'm not sure what to make of all of this. Ludicrous. Mr. Wright, tell us the name of the murderer then. The murderer's name? Right, it's Miles Edgeworth? Lodder Hart? I don't know. It can't be Lodder. Right, we can see on the photo that it's 2 men. Like, I think she is too slim for that, maybe? Who's the murderer? We can't say Miles Edgeworth, right? The murderer's name. We have to say I don't know, right? Actually, I don't know the murderer's name. You don't know? Bah! Again, you waste my time. I don't know, because he never told us. Huh. The murderer is the caretaker of the boat shop, that old man. At 11:50, he was the one who killed Robert Hammond. The caretaker of the boat shop? Where did he do this? There weren't any boats on the lake then. Why would he have to go all the way out on the lake just to shoot someone? May I suggest that the real scene of this crime was not on a boat? What? Well then, where did the murder take place? Show the judge where the murder really took place. What? What? How am I supposed to know? There? Oh my god, I'm so scared. This is gonna be wrong, right? It's gonna be wrong. Take that! Here, of course, the boat shop where he lives. The way he could meet with the victim without anyone seeing. Objection. Do you have proof that the boat shop was scene of the crime? Recall Larry's testimony if you will. That night he was out on the lake in a boat, searching for something. He finds it and returns the boat. Then, just as he's starting to head home, he hears a gunshot. He heard a gunshot, Your Honor, even though he was wearing headphones at the time. In other words, the gunshot was very, very close by. And where would that be if he had just returned a boat? The boat shop. True. Mr. Wright, what happened at night on Gold Lake? Please tell the court from the beginning. Yes, Your Honor. Nick, are you sure about this? Not really. But I think if I start at the very beginning and I take it slow, I might just be able to figure this out. That night, the caretaker of the boat shop called Robert Hammond to his shop. Oh? This was around 11:50. That was when the gunshot that Larry heard was fired. After that, the caretaker put on Robert Hammond's coat. He became Robert Hammond. Then he got in the boat with Edgeworth and went out into the middle of the lake. Then, who fired the pistol on the boat, Mr. Wright? Who fired the pistol on the boat? I want to say nobody. But someone did fire it. Who fired the pistol on the boat? Let us think about this. So, no one was shot. It must... But like, why would Miles Edgeworth just shoot onto the lake? It would make more sense if the boat shop caretaker... But Miles Edgeworth picked up the murder weapon. How would Miles Edgeworth have the weapon? It must be the shop caretaker, right? Of course it was the murderer who shot the pistol. He shot twice, both missed Edgeworth, on purpose. Wait a minute. Yes? Why would he shoot twice if he didn't mean to hit anyone? Details. No, this, Mr. Wright. The moment you run out of explanations is the moment you lose. Tell us why the murderer had to fire twice. Because the first shot missed to create a witness. To create a witness. I believe he shot twice to create a witness, Your Honor. Create a witness? The murderer lifts his pistol and fires one shot, then ensures that anyone who heard the shot would look at the lake. Indeed, Miss Hart did exactly that after hearing the first gunshot. Next, the murderer waits a bit and fires again. Then... the murderer jumps from the boat himself, leaving the pistol in the boat behind him. I see. To someone looking from the edge of the lake, it would appear that one of the men on the boat had shot the other. The murderer didn't know about the automatic camera, of course. That's why he shot twice, to draw attention to the boat. Once you realize that, everything else falls into place. The boat shop caretaker swam back to his shop. Then he put Mr. Hammond's wet coat back on the body and threw the body into the lake. This is what happened, Your Honor. These are the events that transpired that night on Gourd Lake. Uh-oh. Huh. Bailiff, bring out the witness from before. The boat shop caretaker, quickly.
Okay.
Very well. While we are waiting for the caretaker, I would like to ask the defendant, Miles Edgeworth, a few questions. Mr. Edgeworth, please take the stand. Mr. Edgeworth, you heard what the defense has said? Yes. Well, why did you go to the lake that night? What Wright has said was mostly correct. Astonishingly so, actually. Yes. Several days ago, I received a letter. The letter was signed Robert Hammond. He asked me to come to the boat shop by the lake at midnight on Christmas Eve. He said he had something very important to discuss with me. Something important? I'm sorry, I can't say what it was. Your Honor, sir. Bailiff, we are conducting a trial here. I ask that you remain quiet. The witness has disappeared. He isn't at the boat shop either. What? What should I do? So find him quickly. We cannot allow him to get away. Oh my god. Mr. von Karma, your witness has disappeared. A search warrant has already been issued. It goes without saying that I cannot declare a verdict under these circumstances. I will extend the trial until tomorrow, the final day allowed. I request that the police department utilize all its forces to find that witness. Am I understood? One more thing. Just who is that boat shop caretaker? I think his identity has become very important to this trial. I want him, and I want to know who he is. Very well. Court is adjourned. Wow. Oh my god. We did better than I expected we would do. 1:22 p.m. District Court Defendant Lobby number 2.
Yay, Nick! You did it!
Yeah. Well, at least we got out from under that guilty verdict.
And what without Larry? There was something else!
What about Larry?
Even von Karma didn't know what to do with his testimony. Larry really helped us out.
Sure, once I sifted through his unique testimony. Still, he did save us. I just wish our cases weren't so down to the wire all the time.
I know what you mean. Sometimes I feel like it's us on trial instead of our clients.
Hey, Edgeworth.
Mr. Edgeworth?
Did you say something?
Don't look so pained. I mean, it looks like you're probably going to get off the hook. You could try to smile just a little. Relax. How could you relax in this position?
I'm sorry, but I fear it's not over for me yet. What do you mean? Right. There's something that's been troubling me for a long time now. And I don't know whether or not to tell you.
Edgeworth?
No, there's so little time left. I want to tell you to get it off my chest, but I can't make up my mind.
What is this about, Edgeworth?
It's a nightmare I've had. A memory of a crime that I committed.
A crime you committed?
A memory of a murder.
What? To be continued? What? Oh my god! Oh my god! Save your progress up to this point? Yes, of course. And that wraps up today's episode of Ace Attorney. Oh my god, the trial today was so intense. I was at the edge of my seat the whole time. And we didn't fail
Actually, I am so proud. I was not expecting to do it, but hey, we are still alive, so to speak, and Miles Edgeworth is as well. I am so excited for the next day, for the last day of trial. I have no idea what is going to happen. I don't even know what to say. I'm so stressed from all of this, but in the most fun kind of way. But I will stop rambling now, and I will sign off. Thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate you all being here, and I will see you in the next episode of Ace Attorney, in the case of Miles Edgeworth. Goodbye!